another wonderful day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are, quick adjustment. We are, of course, up here in this wonderful public park space. A quick visual descriptor. I have long brown hair, glasses, black shirt, silver bracelet, coffee mug in hand. Behind me, some beautiful trees. There's some light coming through, but not a lot because it's actually a really foggy morning. You can't tell up here, but it is. It's a wonderfully foggy morning, and I don't know. I enjoy that. I enjoy the fog. It's relaxing in so many ways. Get your coffee, tea, whatever it may be, whatever gets your day going. I have coffee in there. And it's so good, so good, so very wonderful. What is a day without coffee? Well, it's a day. But with all of that off and out of the side, imagine you're standing in front of a mountain. Imagine you have your hiking boots on, your backpack, whatever accoutrements, bottle of water, you know, and you're going to scale that mountain. You look at that mountain, you think about it, and then you turn around. You turn around and say, well, that's done, and you go home. You never even get a step up. You don't progress up that mountain at all. You're entirely ready to move up. It was right in front of you. And the moment the mountain was there and the moment that you were prepared to go on your journey, said, well, I'm done now. Went home. Imagine that almost every day we are confronted with this mountain. Throughout our entire life, we are confronted with mountaintop after mountaintop. And how often do you actually start the journey off? How often do you actually climb that mountain? Or, like person in our little example, upon seeing the mountain and being ready to climb, do you just say you're done? Stop before you begin. Turn around and call it a day. I'm actually willing to bet that a lot of us, upon seeing our personal mountains, do this exact thing. We get ready, we get prepared, we get ourselves geared up, and we don't climb. But why? What is actually holding you back? What keeps you from making the ascent? What slows you down? What stops you up? What trips your feet? What gets you to put the backpack down, set down your bottle of water, have a seat, and just let the day pass you by without ever attempting the climb? I'm actually just going to admit right now, I know that we all do it in some way, at least sometimes, because I've done it. I've seen that next big mountain peak, and I've said, okay, well, I'm done. I didn't climb. I didn't progress forward. I just got myself ready to the point where I could, but I didn't go. Now, it's natural to think that one of the things that stops us is fear. Because, of course, these are all metaphorical mountains. They represent progressing forward in our own lives, in our own missions, goals, dreams, projects. I know that I've done this. I've been confronted with an opportunity to progress, and I didn't. And fear is definitely one of the big reasons that we do this. We get afraid. And it's not necessarily the fear of the journey. Sometimes it's actually the fear of where the journey will bring us to. Success is a tricky thing. Accomplishing something is not as simple as just accomplishing it. And knowing that when you accomplish something, that then you have to have some other accomplishment behind that. You have to scale another mountain after that mountain. That is oftentimes what holds us back. The fear, the worry, the confusion at how long am I going to have to do this? How many mountains am I going to have to climb? How many days of my life am I going to have to achieve something new? It's a wild concept, but we are generally averse to discomfort. And in a lot of ways, success brings with it some discomfort. I mean, some of the discomfort comes from the actual work of the journey. And then a lot of the discomfort actually comes from where do we go from here when the journey is done? And many times, we're going to end up in a position where a single mountain is not going to complete our journey. Where one great scaling, one great achievement with hard work doesn't bring us to where we really wanted to be or what our goal was. If your fear is rooted in this, if your apprehension at trying comes from this belief that maybe you don't want to have to do that forever, or maybe you're just worried that you're going to have to keep working, then you're just a normal person. I mean that very actually complimentary. You're like the rest of us. You're worried about the responsibilities or the weight of success. Now, some people will not hesitate to immediately climb to achieve that success, to scramble and to push, to achieve until they make it. That's pretty awesome. But if, like myself, you struggle with the concept of even starting the journey because you know that once you get to the end, there's more to be done, you're not alone. But our dreams do not accomplish themselves. And despite what certain animated movies would tell us, happily ever after isn't just what carries on. When you reach your happily ever after, it's really just that moment in time. It's happily right now. You have to actually keep up that work, that energy, that effort. You have to continue striving, pushing, and moving towards what you want. Very few people reach their first end goal and then are granted just this wonderful boon of you're there, you don't have to do anything anymore. That's not common. Not how it works. Everything takes effort. Even the maintenance of our dreams takes effort. But again, this sometimes is what's keeping us from moving forward. Being worried that maybe we can't keep up that effort. I assure you, you can. You are more than capable. You're more than able to begin your journey. And when you reach the top of that first mountain, you're more than capable of continuing down the other side and up the next mountain. Some of the peaks will actually get easier over time. Some of the work will simplify. It will become automatic. It will be ingrained in our muscle memory, in our mental mapping. So each time we attempt to ascend, it's going to be easier. Will you hit bumps in the road where sometimes it's a hard slog? You just finished several really easy peaks, and then the next one feels like it's impossible. But it's not. You did all those ones before it. This next one can be done. So to go to the whole concept, the whole subject of our topic, what's holding you back? You. It's not the journey, not the work. It's not all those things and reasons we can come up with. Oftentimes, what keeps us from moving forward is us. Believe in yourself. Understand you're not alone and that everywhere around you right now, people are doing the same thing. And at the same time, don't feel bad when you do stop yourself from moving forward. Don't feel bad when you don't progress, when you see the mountain and go home, because there's a lot of people doing that exact same thing. Forgive yourself. It's okay. You don't have to climb every time. But I assure you, once you start, and once you've made that first big achievement, all the ones that come afterwards will get slightly easier. And that will continue on until you get to whatever you think your end point is. Now get yourself an extra cuppa. You certainly deserve one. Certainly earned one. And I'm going to talk to you for a moment about my website, Digital Gallery. Now, there's going to be a link on my screen here, the web address, and there's also going to be a link somewhere nearby, so you can click, you can go there. And my website and Digital Gallery is where you can find the art I have available for sale. It's also where you can go ahead and subscribe to my newsletters, and you can go ahead and you can subscribe. Way down at the bottom, there's an extra little subscribe thing, and you can subscribe for as little as $5 a month to get a little bit more. And it actually is going to be things like invitations to my workshops, a little bit more fun stuff, and you'll learn all about it if you go ahead and do. But there's of course another page where you can find a link and you can sign up to my art workshops that happen every third Saturday of the month through the remainder of the year. But what I actually need from all of you is your support. As we progress in our own journeys and move forward in our own life goals, sometimes we have to admit we need other people's help. And myself, as an artist, I need all of your help. I need your help so that more people can find my art. I need your help so that more people can see what I do. So if you could do me a favor and share my website and Digital Gallery, I would be very appreciative. And if you get yourself one of my art prints or one of my original paintings or charcoal drawings, it would be phenomenal. and I would be very grateful. Do consider supporting the arts and helping more people find me. And also, take care. I'm going to be getting going for the day. So you be well, be excellent, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye, everybody.